More deals to come. Is that what you're seeing and hearing?
I read the same article, and in that, no. So they had a great year. 2025 was a great year. That momentum will continue into 2026 because I panic every December. So this was less so. Last year was pivotal. It was a transformation year, 2025, where 2024, 23 were not so great. 2020, 21, believe it or not, the pandemic, we flew right through that, and 21 was a year, if you were in M&A, was oversubscribed. This year, we'll see a ton of deal making. I see it because we monitor our opportunities from pitching to closing, and I can tell you the exact numbers, 134 of those. That is up probably 71 twice since last year, double since last year.
That's great.
It is great. And
why do you think that is? Why is that? Why is there more interest in M&A activity or new IPOs this year?
In my sector, which is insurance, mainly insurance, and that's agents and brokers, right through reinsurers, service companies around them in accident, health, life, and property and casualty. So I think that's everything insurance. We see that there's a ton of capital out there chasing deals. Especially on the insurance distribution side, insurance brokers. There are just a ton of capital chasing them, mostly private equity backed. But we're seeing some companies that are looking to go public or have gone public in the past year, and I think that'll happen in 2026 as well.
So when you say insurance, it's also sort of financials too, right?
Yeah, I'll take it.
They sort of go together a bit.
They definitely
Tell
go
me
together.
why, and what do you see there?
Well, first of all, insurance itself is so broad.
Yeah.
But we're seeing a lot of movement by, especially in the mergers, the acquisition strategies. We're seeing movement into registered investment advisors, professional employment organizations, PEOs, where people are starting to realize, investors are starting to realize that, the person who's buying his car insurance, house insurance, jewelry store insurance, workers' comp for his employees, that's not 4 clients, that's 1 client, and we can get them all by providing those services to them. So we're seeing a convergence of a lot of different aspects of insurance, so that's huge.
And you said technology is sort of driving some of the activity too. How so?
Where it was once a plus, now it's a necessity. So insurance, AI, or let me say technology, but AI specifically as a subset of technology, because I don't want to rule out, and I just leave it to AI,
okay,
will be transformative. I'm lucky enough to have a career that has spanned from a time where spreadsheets were pencil and paper, and they became electronic, and there was email and internet and so on. AI will transform not only my business, but my client's business, the insurance industry or financial services, where there's that much data and correlations that can be derived from that data and so on, where processes become very efficient. That will change everything, and already has. It's changed the way I work. It's made me a lot faster and smarter, and for an old guy, that's for me to embrace technology where every appliance in my apartment blinks 12 is unbelievable. So we do use it a lot, and so do our clients.
Do you think this could be an IPO super cycle this year?
I hope so. I think that a lot of our private equity roll-ups are ripe to do something, and we're seeing larger deals. Like last year, we saw Gallagher buy Assured Partners. We saw Marsh buy McGriff, or Brown & Brown buy Risk Strategy. So I think something else has to happen, and I think it's ripe for IPO.
And I was looking here. I mean, you're mentioning AI, so I mean, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about some of the IPOs that are coming. OpenAI. SpaceX, also Anthropic, right? Claude, right? Databricks, Cerebras, XAI, those are all strong contenders, they say. In fintech, Stripe, Canva, Discord, just to name a few there. Are you excited for any of these names in particular?
I'm excited. Well, I'm excited for only because I use most of that AI for ourselves and so do our clients. In fact, our clients are building platforms above that to reach into different ones as they have strengths in different places. Mm-hmm. So I'd be very excited about any of those going public. I'd be cautious too. I don't know what will happen in the end. I'm sort of agnostic to that as well because, it's a tool that I would not necessarily invest in, but I would insist that my clients do embrace that to help their chances of success in an M&A deal.
When we talk about insurance, and that seems to be your real niche, right? That's your
Yep,
real niche.
love it.
Those names, and we think about Chubb and Travelers and so many of the others, do you have specific names that you like better than others, and why?
You know, I do. I think actually, I like the big insurers. So you say Chubb, Travelers, Progressive. Those are great names and great investments. I think.
And great investments.
Great
Okay.
investments. On the distribution side, when you look at Marsh, Aon, Brown & Brown, those are my favorite, because insurance distribution, the agents and brokers, is a sector that you just can't move off their target. It's recurring income, it's high margins, there's a lot of efficiencies, there's going to be a lot of efficiencies because of embedded technology. So I think those are the places to look. They're really hard, and we see it at the lowest level. We'll see transactions happen at $5 or $10 million that are rolled up into bigger transactions, and they really do. They're really robust, and they are hard to ruin. I've had clients who tried. Right, I spoke with someone and I said, Art, you're trying to mess up your father's business for 15 years. You need to sell. All right, and it's hard. It's just that recurring, that's sticky.
Yeah.
So I love that sector.
And what about names like Allstate or AIG?
Put them in with Travelers and.
I mean, Arch Capital Group would go in there too, right?
I was once by Arch. Now, if you go down to where you're looking at Arch, or where you're looking at specialty insurers, that part of the insurance value chain is starting to transform dramatically as well.
So you like them or you don't like
Love them? Love them.
Love them?
Oh yeah, because
you love Arch or you love?
I love Arch and specialty insurers.
Oh.
I love fronting companies, which is a company that just lends its paper for the most part,
Right.
so that it transforms from an underwriter to a reinsurer and lends its licenses and rating. Those are good. That sector of the insurance value chain is creating a lot of other companies that will cause M&A to grow as well.
ACGL, Arch Capital Group, is the one that you just talked about. I just like to give the ticker for folks because maybe not everybody knows that one. I mean, they're going to know AIG, but they may not know Arch. It's wonderful to see you, Stephen Nigro. Thank you. A great conversation. Thank you. A lot of optimism about M&A activity, IPOs, and insurance in particular. It sounds like, and specialty insurers. All right, Stephen Nigro, Managing Partner at TAG Financial Group. Thank you so much for being with us.